I want to walk through the RLM functionalities that we have built in mInventory. So we have a total of for the 5 transactions that we have built in mInventory. So these are all packing transactions. So the first one is the PACO1, right? So this PACO1 transaction, so the containers, the empty containers will be assigned to the loading area, right? And then the PACO3 is where you pack the deliveries into this loading area containers, right? And then PACO5 is where you move all these loading area containers into a shipment. So these are the 3 transactions which are used typically used for the outbound when you ship items from your onshore location to offshore location. Pack 1, Pack 3, and Pack 5 are used in SAP. So, and then we have a PACO 2 and PACO 4. PACO this are typically used during the return process, where you you move the empty containers into a shipment, and then you pack all the deliveries into your shipment. Right. So these the 5 transactions that we build in inventory. But also the unpack functionalities, like in case wrong delivery has been packed and the user want to unpack, the unpacking functionality is also available. So you can unpack the deliveries or unpack the containers, right? So I'll just quickly run through these transactions, the application. First is the PACO1 transaction. So when you tap on this, it will take you to this search screen where you can see 2 tabs. One is container and loading area. So you can search. You can search the entries, filter the records based on the search criteria. If you have the record, you can enter the record some loading area number or container, right? Otherwise, you can also do an open search. When you do a search, it will navigate to another screen. So it is currently retrieving all the data from SAP. So it is showing you like the header that there are 84 containers which are unassigned state, right? So that can be packed into assigned to a loading area. So here you see 2 tabs. So one is the container and another is a loading area. So you go to the containers tab, you select the container IDs. So you can select 1 or more containers. And then at the bottom, you see the loading area. You tap on the loading area. So it will retrieve all the loading areas. And then you can select one of the loading area into which you want to assign. So then once you select, so you can just confirm so that this containers are assigned to a shipment. There is some error here, but so once it is packed, you can go and check the loading area, and then click on one of the containers if you want to unpack, right? So if you wrongly assigned a container which is it's not the right container, then you can select the container and click on this remove option. Then you can see the container successfully unpacked from the loading area. So similarly, so this is about PACO1 transaction, and then you can go click on the PACO3. So these labels can be changed. So whatever you're seeing in the text and all, it can be changed from race. So once you assign the container to the loading area, so then pack the deliveries into the container. So the sequence is like PACO1, PACO3, and PACO5. As I said, during the outbound process, and typically during the return process, there are 2 transactions like PACO2 and PACO4. because there's no loading area at the offshore location. So there are only 2 transactions. So here, completed PACO 1. I'll go to PACO 3. Right here, you'll see 2 tabs again, like deliveries and containers. And then you can retrieve the deliveries and the containers using the search criteria. If you don't have any details here, you can just do an open search. Then here you'll see a list of deliveries that are unassigned, unpacked deliveries here. So, and then you select one or more deliveries and click on pack the bottom. And it'll take you to the another screen where you can see these loading areas, the shipment numbers. And click on this arrow, you'll see the container IDs, right? So click on the one of the container, and then even you can add attachments if you when you click on confirm. So if you want to add any attachments, application will allow you to add any images that are stored in your mobile, or you can click on skip. So I'll just add an image here. I'll just click on yes. You can it will take you to another screen. And you click on this place button, you can take a photo. And then you can use this photo and attach. So typically, if you want to take an image of any deliveries or any containers, right? So you can take the images of that, and you can attach. When you click on done, the items will be packed into the container. And as you can see, the deliveries has been packed to the container, and it's there updated in your recipe. And then the next one is the PACO 5. The PACO 5 is where so now your deliveries are loaded into your container, and your containers are ready to be shipped to your offshore location. So now in this transaction, you assign all these containers into a shipment. So similarly, you can do an open search here. You can search for your containers. So this is just showing a warning message that the loading area is blank, which means like you can set any field as a, you can configure the UI validations from the race applications if you want to make any certain field mandatory, or want to show any warning message that can be configured from. So now have like 2 loading areas under which we have containers, and you can select the container, right, and then you can transfer the container to a shipment. And when you click on pack assign, it will show you the list of available shipments. Select one of the shipments here. If you want to see the detail, other containers which are already in the shipment, you can just click on the arrow here, and you'll see the list of all the containers here, and also all the deliveries. So once you select the shipment, you click on confirm, and you can see the shipment has been, the containers are assigned to the shipment. So similarly, we have a PACO 2 and PACO 2 transactions. PACO 2 is where you can assign all the containers, empty containers into a shipment. You do a search, and it will retrieve all the containers And then you select one or more containers here and select the shipment. So the containers are successfully packed into a ship. And if you want to do any like unpack of containers, right? So you can just go into the shipment tab, and so when you click on this arrow, you'll see all the containers under the shipment. So we have just packed this one of this container now. And if you want to unpack this container, right, or remove the container, select the container, and you click on just remove. So there's some backend error. If there is an error, it will display the error. No bad errors, it will show a successful. And then once you assign the containers into a shipment, then use the Pack04 where you assign pack all the deliveries into the containers. When you retrieve, you'll see the list of deliveries. So select one or more deliveries here and click on pack. It will show you all the shipments and the containers. So when you click on the arrow, it will show all the containers. So you select one of the containers and confirm. So here you can similarly you can add the attachment, right? Or you can skip. So I'll click on skip, and so the deliveries are packed into this uh, container shipment. So these are the transactions that are built in application, and we have planned to add more transactions on our customer. Right? So we are identifying the use cases like mobile use cases. So working with our customers like oil and gas customers like Shell, Gas, Marathon Oil, and we're collaborating with our customers to add more RLM transactions, which are beneficial for them. But as of now, these are the functionalities that are available in mInventory. Thank you.